America is constantly comparing itself to some civilization that never existed.
I got to stop you because there are people listening to this, I hope not many because we have a very smart audience, who heard you say sarcastically, we invented slavery.
Right.
And they went, yeah, we did.
If we're as whatevers you guys all say we are, why is everyone trying to get here? And if we're so oppressive to minorities and people of color and people who look different than us, why are they the number one group who's trying to get into this country?
Adam Carolla recently sat down with Bill Maher on Club Random to talk about his career, marriage, and politics, both nationally and local to them in California. And look, I'm not a big Bill Maher fan. In fact, I kind of poke fun at different reaction YouTubers for always making Bill Maher videos. You know, he seems to be one of those personalities that gets brought up a lot, especially within right-wing circles. But honestly, I'm not going to hate either. Whatever gets you your views. I just know I don't watch much Bill Maher, but I'm a big Adam Carolla fan. And not just that, but this conversation between them is the perfect example of something we almost never see anymore, which is adults disagreeing without losing their minds. No screaming, no crying, no cancellations. And that alone makes this worth watching. Adam Carolla and Bill Maher represent one of the real dividing lines in this country. On one side, we have people willing to have their ideas challenged. On the other, people who demand total compliance to whatever the current social or political dogma happens to be. Now, before we roll this first clip, quick context. I've listened to Adam Carolla for years. Loveline with Adam and Dr. Drew, The Adam Carolla Show, which took over Howard Stern's morning slot after Stern went satellite. I listened to that every day at work, and when Adam started podcasting, I followed him there as well. Now, I haven't listened to Adam as much in the past few years, but I do still check him out from time to time. I see clips of him on YouTube and whatnot. And just for full transparency here, I have met Adam once or twice. He's smart, he's kind, and he is exactly as genuine as he comes across on camera. On the flip side of that, I've never met Bill Maher. I don't watch him much, and my issue with Maher is, like I was saying before, I mean, he says some genuinely smart things. He's a sharp lad, but then when it's convenient, he snaps right back into the left-wing boomer delusion, and you don't get to notice the things that Bill Maher has noticed and still think that voting for Gavin Newsom or Kamala Harris is a great idea. With that being said, no, voting for Lindsey Graham, voting for Mitch McConnell, that ain't a great idea either, but this isn't about Democrat and Republican. This is about the future of our nation. So anyways, let's roll this first clip. I'll see you on the other side.
It's so hard to not be on one of the extremes.
Yes.
To not have a team. I mean, it just really sucks, and especially in this town where everyone's on one team, and it's not. I mean, as I always say to my woke friends, we voted for the same person. You're just why she lost.
Right.
And they do not like that.
Right.
They are very exclusionary.
Yes.
You know, they really just don't want to breathe the same air if you're not exactly with the groupthink.
Yes, which is
while they're not that bright.
And this right here is exactly why I don't understand how Bill Maher can say what he just said and still turn around and call Barack Obama a moderate. Make it make sense.
I know, and it's counterintuitive to me, because I always feel like you should be looking for things you agree on, not looking for things you disagree on. And it just makes life so much easier and so much better. And it's almost like saying, look, we'd like to go out to dinner. Let's not try to figure out what food you hate and I love. Let's try to figure out the food we both love, and let's go enjoy ourselves. And it's pretty easy to do, because if you think about most people who you may disagree with, or maybe I disagree with, it's not 10 out of 10 things. We agree on 8 out of 10 things, right. And maybe we have a disagreement about 2 out of 10 things.
Here's the core problem. Division is the product. We used to focus on what united us. Now everything, media, academia, pop culture, comedy, television, social media, online grifters, movies, everything exists to split us apart. The modern Democrat Party has zero interest in compromise. The expectation is simple. Uproot how Americans have lived for 250 years, don't ask questions, and simply comply. There is no debate anymore. You either agree or you are a bad person. You've been told to accept things that violate common sense, parental instinct, and basic boundaries, or you are labeled as evil. You are expected to denounce your identity, denounce your values, denounce your lived experience, or you are the problem. So how does that create anything other than division? And you want to know the worst part? People actually believe this shit. They're convinced their neighbor is their enemy, that regular Americans are the source of all their suffering. Meanwhile, they place blind faith in government, the single biggest contributor to most of their problems. And the corruption isn't just a Democrat issue, it's a Republican issue as well. The bureaucracy hiding behind the word democracy is massive, and the only way out is real unity amongst the people. But as long as you have the bureaucracy, you have this deep state behind the scenes working to keep us separated on every issue you can imagine, it just feels like unity is impossible at this point. But let's check out this last clip and I'll catch you on the other end.
It's like the perfect example to prove why we, I say this like we should, like we're going to do anything I say we should, but we should come to the middle, where there is always, to literally every problem that seems so intractable, there really is some pretty easy, if people would just stop being so extreme, middle ground, grand bargain. We used to have grand bargains in this country, where each side would come to the table and they would understand we're not going to get everything. You never read the whole story in either organ. You have to read something from both sides to get the full story.
Right. America is constantly comparing itself to some civilization that never existed. Some utopian, civilization. And it's really, it's really this, because, it's like, we invented slavery. We were the only country in the world that ever engaged in this and stuff. And it's
I got to stop you, because there are people listening to this, I hope not many, because we have a very smart audience, who heard you say sarcastically, we invented slavery.
Right.
And they went, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Because there are lots of people who think that.
Right. Okay.
So we didn't.
Every nation and every civilization had slaves, and we were probably late to the slave
Wasn't
party.
even really usually about race, because they did it with people because travel was so difficult, who lived near them.
Right.
Who looked like them.
Everybody's involved with this, and we had a war to stop it. And so all we can do is sort of compare ourselves to civilizations that either exist now or before us. So here's what I'm saying. We don't compare ourselves to a team that never existed, that never lost the Super Bowl and never lost a game. We have to compare ourselves to other teams in the league.
Yes, put it another way. Have we not lived up to our ideals? Of course we have not. We're humans and compromises have to be made. But the ideals that everybody around the world, including those who shit on us, want us to live up to, we created. They had to be won hard winning fights, hard battles that we had to undertake to get to these places. People didn't just come along.
There's also kind of a bottom line, which is, if we're as whatevers you guys all say we are, why is everyone trying to get here? And if we're so oppressive to minorities and people of color and people who look different than us, why are they the number one group who's trying to get into this country?
Yeah, this all or nothing mindset over every single disagreement is going to destroy us. And yeah, there are moments where you need to stand your ground, you need to be stubborn, you need to not budge, but it can't be on every single issue. Compromise matters. Diplomacy matters. Sacrifice matters. That's healthy. That's a healthy people. That's a healthy society. No one should get everything that they want. There's no growth in that. There's no wisdom in that. We as the American people, we as Westerners, we need to rise to the challenge. We can't become complacent. The world doesn't bend to 7 billion individuals, so it's us that need to do better. It is us that need to read past the headline. It is us that need to pause before we react. Take 2 seconds before you react. Take 2 seconds before you grab that third slice of pizza, and most importantly, we all need to go touch a little more grass. Be the best version of yourself you can be. That is the only way future generations might actually have an opportunity to. It is the only way we're going to pass on any type of world worth living in to the future generations. Real change is on you. So go out there, be the best version of yourself you can be, hit the gym, eat that steak, do what you need to do to be the best version of yourself that you can be. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.